Hi, I'm Sonal Malde. I'm a natural pharmacist, and I have got Helen Ray today with me, and we're gonna interview her to see how her journey has been. So, Helen, if you tell me a bit about yourself.
So hi, Sonal. Yes, I recently joined, well, last year, joined as a wellness advocate for doTERRA, and that's where I met Sonal, and decided I needed to come off my a lot of my prescribed medication if I could. So at the time I was on carbimazole, 10 milligrams every other day for multinodular goiter. I was on HRT, so that was estrogen spray, and oh my God, I can't think of the other words. What are the other hormones that you have?
You were on the spray, the capsules, and yeah,
Yeah, so I was on
and the patches.
progesterone and testosterone, so all three I was on. And also I was on antidepressant medication, a very low dose, but I'd been on that for quite a few years. So I wanted to find a way to come off those if at all possible. So Sonal was the obvious choice because she has a background in that field.
So, and also if you give me a brief introduction, to yourself, like your career or business.
So I have, as I said, been in the wellness space now for about a year, still learning everything there is to learn about essential oils and our fantastic doTERRA supplements. But previous to that, and the reason why I sort of got into essential oils was that I was a consultant for Enyo fibers, which are chemical-free cleaning fibers, and people just used to say to me, but it doesn't smell as if I've cleaned my house just with water and a really good microfiber. So I was telling people, just go out and get some essential oils, diffuse it. But since joining up, I have learned that essential oils are so much more than the smell. So it's got me hooked, and it's sort of taken over as my passion.
Great. And how did you get involved with me and my program?
Well, as you're being part of our team, that's where we were introduced, and we had a conversation, and you were doing an offer about looking at your prescribed medications and letting people know the indications from having it, and reached out and asked if I wanted to do a program with you to slowly reduce that and to boost my wellness in all other areas, really. I'm overweight. I've struggled with my weight for absolutely years. I can't ever remember being thin apart from once when I did Lighter Life. Maybe I shouldn't name names, but anyway, I did Lighter Life and I ended up in hospital with chronic IBS, and yeah, so it's not the way to go. So I want to do this naturally. The temptation is to reach out and have the weight loss injection, but I'm really trying not to do that. So and actually, when I've been consistent, and actually folks, consistency is the key. If you're consistent with your supplementation in order to get your body in the peak fitness that it can be, then have the oils as a support network for mood and appetite and all things that go on to meld together to try and get you in a good place, that you're not obsessed with food and you're not reaching for that as your crutch. Yeah, it's started to slot into place now, and I have lost consistently for the last 6 weeks. So I'm on a roll. Plus, I am no longer on HRT, no longer on antidepressants, and have reduced my carbimazole for my thyroid to half. So, and I'm hoping to reduce that even further next year, but I'm doing that slowly with continued blood tests just to see that that's going in the right direction.
Great. So what problem were you looking to solve when you found me?
think
You mentioned
always in the top of my head, being a serial dieter, is I want to find the easy fix, the go-to thing that is going to solve my weight problem. So that was my initial impetus to reaching out, but it's ended up being up so much more.
So, do you want to mention some of the things that we just mentioned now, like sleep and how you're sleeping well?
Yes, so sleep has been a thing, and as you probably know, lack of sleep has a massive effect on your weight and your mood. So getting that into a proper routine has been a major thing for me. I think I get over busy in my head sometimes, and that's something else that I've worked on. And with the aid of the oils and some of the supplements that can help calm my busy thoughts, that's really helped me unload that bit in order to get my bedtime routine into a better way. And I've been taking the Serenity capsules and vetiver and wild orange and whacking oils on my feet. Just it's quite a routine, but it's quick, and I like to diffuse lavender as well.
So, Helen, I think you were talking about adaptive capsules for your stress. If you can expand a bit about that.
Yes, so I started taking adaptive capsules. They weren't available here in the UK, but I had got some when I was over in Canada, and it was recommended to me just to sort of unbusy my thoughts, if that makes sense. Bring everything from up here, bring it down here, just to keep a lid on my. So I started taking that. I'm very pleased now that they are available in the UK. And not only do they have GABA in, which is what they have in the US and Canada, which made a difference to slowing me down and enabling me to think. But they've now also got saffron in, which I have to say makes it even better than the US ones. Shh, don't tell them. So so actually I've been on fire this week because I've been taking them now for 2 weeks solidly, and yeah, it's made a real difference to my mood, to how I think about myself even, and to just being able to settle, to concentrate on things and go through my day in a process rather than having it all going round up here. I'm managing to process everything and be able to do one thing at a time, and it's just been amazing. So if anyone has trouble marshalling their thoughts or feeling in control and not quite sure, you start to second guess, actually, what's wrong with me? Why can't I do this, that, and the other? And yeah, give it a go. I really would highly recommend them.
Great. And also, you were saying that you're able to focus better, and you automatically, when you sleep well and you feel better, you can do everything better, right?
That's so true, and it's showing on my weight as well. So that's the bonus for me. I mean, because that has been my focus for years and years, is to try and reduce my weight. So yeah, it's a win all round, because I can concentrate more on my business, more on how I reach out to people, because I've got the knowledge now from going through it myself that I can recommend doing it to, and also it's just allowed me to be myself, I think.
Great. And also, obviously coming off your antidepressants and your HRT, how has that helped you?
I was really quite worried initially, thinking, "Ooh, it's a bit," because it's always this bit of a safety net, over-the-counter medication, prescribed medication. They have their place if they are needed. I have to say, I'm not get off everything at all costs, But if you can, and you feel better for it, then I would encourage people to have a go. And I've certainly felt better for being off my medication. It's allowed me to not have dampened feelings, you know, because antidepressant medication, even on the small dose that I was on, you feel unable to cry sometimes when you need to cry. And that in itself is very frustrating because
I still remember.
there's no release for your hormones anywhere and for your feelings. So yeah,
And also
much
the fear,
better.
also the fear bit of not taking them.
Yeah, and that's why doing it with someone else, whether it be Sonal or another wellness advocate, just doing it with someone as there as a safety net who perhaps knows a little bit more than you do initially is a great way to do that.
And how has it helped your hot flushes?
I still have the occasional one. I'm taking the phytoestrogens now. I have been on those. In fact, I'm on my second bottle of them. So that's how long I've been taking them. And I'm not quite sure how many are in each bottle. So is that 30 capsules?
Yeah, I think 30 or 60. 60, I
Yeah,
think.
60. So yeah. So a couple of months now I've been on them. And it has made a big difference to the incidence of hot flushes. So I maybe get maximum 2 a week, and they're literally, oh, I feel hot, gone, literally that quickly. So
when you were on HRT, how did it make you feel?
initially I felt great because I felt back to being myself, because I think I'd been in perimenopause for years without really realizing what it was. I just thought I wasn't any fun anymore, which is quite sad in itself. But I just couldn't have fun. I didn't want to interact with people. I wanted to hide myself away. So once I started the HRT initially, I thought, oh, yes, this is a bit better. I'm feeling a bit more like myself. But as the time went on, I think I was on it for maybe 3 to 5 years. The timing gets all very caught up now when we've had COVID. The COVID years have sort of like snipped everything in half, haven't they? So yeah, probably about five years, I think, in total that I had been on them. So yeah, so coming off, as you said, there's a fear about not being on them because you don't want to slip back, you don't want to go back. But that's why it's important to do a phased approach. And
Great. Well done.